Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Looking for a place to hone your skills in the off-season? How about just a friendly pickup game, or even a new league to join? Then head to the Hub at PF in Russell. An all-weather athletic facility, the Hub has everything you need to get your game on, from basketball and volleyball courts to indoor batting cages. And more than just an athletic facility, the Hub also plays host to special events like concerts and worship services. The Hub is a proud supporter of local athletes and wants to thank the community for all its support over the last 2 years.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Hey, this is Joe.
And this is Sketty.
And we're the hosts of the Beehive Sports Podcast. Do you like uncut looks into all things sports?
If you said yes, then this is a sports show for you.
Live weekly shows broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, covering everything from local sports in northwestern Pennsylvania all the way to the pros.
Not to mention the hottest takes you will ever hear. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune into episodes today.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
Well, it might be snowing outside, but it is scorching hot here inside the Eagles' nest in the regular season finale between a pair of Warren County rivals as Eisenhower's made the short trip down Route 27 to take on Youngsville. It's Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Takeouts available. Call today to place an order by gift card 724-659-5701 or online at AlleghenyGrill.com. Welcome into the Freedom Investment Management pregame show. For all your financial needs, go to freedomwealthcoach.com. Our game stream, as always, brought to you by the Computer Guru of Leaper. Visit them online at computerguru.net. Welcome on into the Park Avenue Motor Car broadcast booth. Brian Hagberg and Andy Close with you here for the network. And if you have a fender bender, we can mend her at Park Avenue Motor Car. Call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Cars, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years. And Andy, let's get right on the drive to the game, brought to you by Warren Tire Center. Visit them online, warrentirecenter.com. Two teams, opposite seasons so far here. Youngsville comes in 4-16 overall, 1-9 in Region 3. Eisenhower, 12-9 overall, 7-4 in Region play. Solidly a District 10 playoff team. But Youngsville would like nothing better than to end its season with a win over its county rivals and maybe cost them a seeding spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, I know it sounds cliche. I get it, but throw the records out, man. I remember
oh goodness, this is probably like 5 years ago now. And Eisenhower had a playoff team. Youngsville came in with 4 wins, and this is going back a few years, but it took a Jaden Hayes shot with 9 seconds left to help Eisenhower get the win in that game. So truly throw the records out. Those roles have been reversed in recent years too. As you said, right now Eisenhower playing well, want to continue building momentum. Their regular season finale solidly in the Class 2A playoffs in District 10. Youngsville, man, this is their Super Bowl. Man, they want nothing more than to come in and knock off this Eisenhower team on their home court here tonight. It's going to be very emotional. It's going to be, as you can see, it's a packed house here, as it usually is when these two teams get together, and see a lot of former dignitaries in the house, a lot of former, a lot of former players here. So really looking forward to it.
Lots of alum from both teams, and you can see some people are milling about now, but it was darn near a capacity crowd for the junior varsity game, which was a thriller in its own right. Youngsville ended up winning that one, but again, I got here about 10 minutes prior to opening tip for the JV game, and parking was hard to come by at that point. I can't imagine what the lot looks like outside now. I'm sure most of the side streets here at Youngsville are full. This is easily the hottest ticket in town tonight, and you can tell by the stands, the number of people that are here, how much this game still means. Like you said, throw the records out. Records mean nothing. When these two teams get together, there's a lot of emotion to play. There's a long history between the two, and it means something no matter what's on the line.
Yeah, and again, I know, I get it sounds cliche. Youngsville has 4 wins. Who cares? Eisenhower is considered by some people to be a dark horse District 10 title contender. That matters, but it doesn't in the here and now. It's just all about these two teams. It's about who can execute the best, who can control their emotions, who can come out and get off to a good start, and who can kind of dictate the tempo of this ball game here tonight.
Again, on paper, this looks like it should be probably a runaway win for the Knights. They won by these two teams met not all that long ago. It was just on January 24th, yeah, and which is odd for these two teams to not meet until that late in the season. But a 10-point win for the Knights at home in that game. But as you said, Andy, and not just that game that you talked about with Jaden Hayes, but a number of the games in the intervening years when you said when the roles were kind of reversed and Youngsville was the team with, Gage Hendrickson and Joey Mack and Timber Bauer, who are all on hand tonight.
Yes, saw all here.
And, they were going to the playoffs and coming down to this last game of the season, and Eisenhower would always give them a battle.
Yeah, this game, and that should tell you all you need to know, right? This game means a lot to these players on the court. It means a lot to the guys who have put on the uniform before them. Rivalries are special, and this one is no different. This is special. This is unique to Warren County. It's just, there's a lot of talk that goes on. All the kids know each other. It's truly a lot of fun, and you're going to see that, I think, right from the opening tip tonight. Youngsville is going to bring their best effort. Eisenhower is going to bring their best effort and roll the ball out and see what happens.
Well, and especially right now, there's a lot of uncertainty in Warren County as far as what the school district makeup will look like, even as early as next year. And I don't think that goes unnoticed by these players, by these fans who are in attendance. They know they could be watching one of, if not maybe the last matchup on the hardwood between these two teams, and certainly want to take it in. And, whichever team comes out on top, that's potentially bragging rights forevermore.
Yeah, and again, it's kind of the elephant in the room, right? I think everyone's kind of heard the rumblings and what's going on, but and you're right about those bragging rights. But once that ball's thrown up in the air, those guys aren't thinking about anything other than competing, and that's the beauty of sports, right? There's all this talk, there's all this build-up. Oftentimes they're outside, beyond your control, but once that whistle blows, it's all about what's going on the court, and again, that's the beauty of it. And I'm excited for it. Again, this Eisenhower team playing its best basketball of the season right now, and this Youngsville group is a scrappy group, and I think they're gonna give Eisenhower everything they want here tonight.
And we talked about the seedings, and Eisenhower firmly a 2A playoff team, but kind of your projections if the playoffs were to start today. Might look like this in 2A with Mercer gaining the top seed at 17-4, Cambridge Springs at 16-5-2, Sagertown right behind them at 3 at 15-7, Lakeview and Eisenhower both 12-9. And again, this is why it's even so much more important for Eisenhower to get a win here. If they stay even with Lakeview, Eisenhower could make a case, hey, we've got 2 wins over the number 3 seed. We should be the 4.
Yeah, and again, that 4-5, and again, those are our official projections. Those are just my projections, but take them for what they're worth, which is, expert analysis here.
Yeah.
But no, that 4-5. When you're talking about that 4-5 game, you got 2 teams with the same record. That's a big deal because you get the host, and the home court advantage is such a big deal when you're talking about certainly high school basketball, and for whatever team. And there was an argument to be made on both sides, but again, you got to take care of business here tonight. It all starts there, and then you kind of let the chips fall where they may. District 10 is going to meet Sunday morning, going to finalize the brackets, and it certainly can't. Yeah, you're expected to win if you're Eisenhower, but that doesn't mean it doesn't benefit you. Because I think Lakeview's thinking the same thing.
Well, and even on the flip side, Erie First Christian right behind at 10-10. They've got a big game at Northwestern tonight. If Erie First were to win that, Eisenhower were to lose tonight, now the committee's maybe looking at, okay, you lost on the road at Youngsville. You lost on the road last week at Maplewood, who's a sub-500
2 non-playoff teams.
Yep. Hey, maybe we're bumping Erie First now up ahead of Eisenhower, and now you, instead of, looking at potentially being the 4 seed, now you're down at maybe number 6.
Yeah,
that's a big difference.
And again, Erie First Christian, I think, is the wild card in that group because they're 10-10, but they're in a predominantly 3A region. The only other 2A team in there is Iroquois, who's not going to be a playoff team. But you're talking about they're in a region with Fairview and Girard and Northeast and Mercyhurst Prep and other quality 3A teams. So there's some stuff to factor in there when you're talking about the committee. And you're looking at these teams, these records, who you've beat, who you've lost to. And that's what it comes down to, really, right? Who have you beat? I mean, every team, no team's unblemished here. It's going to come down, I think, when you're talking about seeding to quality wins.
Yeah.
And, I'm interested to see what happens there. Because I think the top 2 seeds are pretty firm with Mercer and Cambridge Springs being the region champions. But after that,
you could probably make a case for either of them to be the 1 seed also.
Yes. And I don't know who's going to be the 1 and who's going to be the 2, but I can say I think pretty definitively that they will be the 1 and the 2.
Right.
It just depends, who's where. But after that, I think you get into some really interesting debates, and you can't afford, if you're Eisenhower, if you're Lakeview, you can't afford slip-ups.
Right. Well, yeah, and again, record-wise, obviously, Sagertown looks again like it would be the solid 3 at 15-7. But again, that's you're the team that's potentially right behind you, or one of the teams right behind you, beat you twice. And those are all factors that go in. But again, that argument doesn't hold as much weight if you don't take care of business right now.
Right. And again, I think they know that. I think Coach Ryan Mangini knows that. I think he'll have his team prepared here tonight. I think, again, as talked about here in the pregame, there are a lot of extenuating circumstances here. And this is going to be an interesting game for sure. But I think these Eisenhower kids understand what's at stake, understand that they want to go into the playoffs playing their best basketball. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I expect their best effort here tonight.
All right. I also want to let you know that tonight's game is being brought to you by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection, custom-made crates for shipping and beyond. Visit them online at oilcountrycrates.com. Let's take a look now at our All-American Awards and Engraving keys to the game. All-American Awards and Engraving will put almost anything on almost everything. Visit them at allamericanhq.com. And, Andy, let's start first with Eisenhower. What's their key to victory tonight?
I think a quick start. You're the favorite. Everyone expects you to come out and play well and win this game. And conversely, if you're Youngsville, I think it's about managing emotions. You got a big home crowd here behind you. You certainly want to use that to advantage, but you can't really use that to your advantage if you get down big early. So I think, starts are important in every game. I think particularly in a rivalry game like this with so much emotion going on is going to be critical.
All right, and those are our All-American Awards and Engraving keys to the game. Again, visit them online at allamericanhq.com. As you can see, everyone's standing already. They haven't made the pregame announcements yet as the clock is winding its way down. But there will be a performed national anthem here tonight, so we will be able to stay right here with it. Ladies and gentlemen, as now they start the pregame announcements. And we'll let you know before we get there that our starting lineup tonight brought to you by the Rehab Centers, chiropractors caring for health. With 8 locations to serve you, visit them online at therehabcenters.com. And that's center spelled the old English way with an R-E-S. As again, they're just winding their way through the pregame announcements and giving some thank yous as it is, again, the regular season finale, and Youngsville knows this is the last game of the season for them.
I want to give a shout out to Youngsville Athletic Director Clay Hayes, as always, for the always hospitality.
Yeah, absolutely. Athletic directors across both District 10 and District 9 been fantastic for us, and can't say enough about the hard work that they do, and a lot of it goes uncredited. So definitely want to give a big shout out to Clay Hayes tonight. And now it is time for the national anthem. Another stirring rendition, as always, national anthem. And you love to see a lot of the schools have kids and players sometimes even singing the national anthem, and performance here by a Youngsville 7th grader this evening. And you love to see the kids taking part in the pregame festivities, even when they're not in uniform and on the court.
Absolutely. Just awesome to see.
And it is now time for our Rehab Center starting lineups. Start first with the Eisenhower Knights. Number 2, Kyler Black. Number 4, Wyatt Lookenhouse. Number 5, Johnny Palmieri. Number 12, Chris Bunk. And number 14, Cale Hunt, your starters for the Knights here this evening. And now time to introduce the starters for the Youngsville Eagles. Number 44, Alex Hill. Number 33, Keegan Messel. Number 34, Blake Myers. Number 14, Ethan Sens. And number 20, Kobe Hendrickson, your starters for the Eagles here tonight, playing a little Rocky theme.
I'm not sure what the reason of this.
Gonna fly now, the Eagles.
But the song for when Eisenhower started were introduced was Barbie Girl by Aqua, little 90s one-hit wonder.
It'll be Kyler Black and Blake Myers at center court for the opening tip-off. Our first quarter tonight brought to you by Elwood National Forge. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. Ball is up in the air, controlled by Eisenhower as Cale Hunt will bring it up for the Knights.
And Cale Hunt's a guy that doesn't get a lot of headlines on this Eisenhower team, but really steady at that point guard position.
Black on the wing. To Lookenhouse. Thought about the three. Tries to go back up top to Black. It's poked out by Ethan Sens.
And Eisenhower Youngsville showing a 3-2 zone look here.
Palmieri in the corner for three. Knocks it down, and Icy Ink three-pointer for Johnny Palmieri to get things started.
Yeah, and that's a kid that you don't want to leave open. Maybe the best outside shooter on this Eisenhower team, Johnny Palmieri.
Alex Hill with it now for the Eagles. Gets it up top to Sens. Back to Hill. Hill swings over to Kobe Hendrickson on the wing. Gets a screen from Myers. Hendrickson is taken away by Palmieri, and then Hendrickson recovers. Scrum on the floor, and fight for it. Going to end up with a jump ball, and the Pizza Hut possession arrow keeps it with Youngsville.
And Eisenhower coming out in the 2-3 zone as well.
And don't forget to get your fresh hot pizza online right now at pizzahut.com, where no one says the Hut. Hill thought about the three, but Palmieri closed quickly. Sens kicks over to Keegan Messel. Back up to Sens, inside to Myers. Had an open look for a second. Scoots through, can't get it to go, but the rebound poked out of bounds.
Yeah, a little pinball action there. Went off a couple Eisenhower hands. Will stay with the Eagles.
I think it actually ended up going off the back of Kyler Black's head before it went out of bounds there. But quick inbound to Hill, and Knights close on him quickly. He gives up to Messel. Play a little catch with Sens into Hendrickson. Hendrickson tries to go baseline. Looked like he was well out of bounds, but
yeah, and again, that's tough to get inside during the zone. I noticed Myers there. He's got a flash of the middle of the floor there and give himself some options.
So Hunt now for the Knights, who lead it 3-0 here early going in the Elwood National fourth quarter. Palmieri with the three-pointer. Only points of the game so far. Black stops, gives over to Lookenhouse. Finds Hunt streaking inside. Hunt gets the shot away but can't get it to go, and it's rebounded by Myers. Sens running the offense now for Youngsville. Gives over to Hendrickson. Plays catch with Sens. Drives. Nearly lost control. Regains. Gets it to Sens. Deep two. Rims out. Thought Sens was going to get that one to go, and it just spun right out of the basket.
That one was as close to going in without going in as you're going to get.
And then
get over the back foul here on the Eagles.
I believe that one's going to go on Myers. Hunt going to stop and pop a three. He's off the back of the rim. Myers skies up for the board.
And I'm not sure if that's the shot you want. You can get that shot whenever you want. That was kind of early in the possession and really, from way beyond the three-point line.
Ball skitters around, finds its way to Sens, kicks it out to Hill, who loses it to Palmieri. Palmieri trying to come back, go coast to coast, is poked away and then picked up by Myers. A lot of up and down action so far, but still only 3 points as we are just about 3 minutes into the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Hendrickson going to try baseline again. Black was there to alter the shot, and the rebound's going to come down in a jump ball, and this time the Pizza Hut possession arrow will point in favor of the Knights.
Yeah, we've seen Kobe Hendrickson try and drive a couple times their baseline. That's just the nature of a 2-3 zone. It kind of limits the opportunities on the inside, and you've really seen that's tough to come by here for Youngsville early.
With it now, gets it inside to Chris Bunk. His little jumper is good.
Nice entry pass there, Bunk. When Bunk gets that kind of position, he's going to finish it more often than not.
Well, and that's really offensively where the Knights have a big advantage inside with that length between Bunk and Black and even Lookenhouse to a large extent. And we've got a foul on the floor. This one's going to go against Kyler Black.
His first, team's first.
Hendrickson quick into Messel. He can't get it to go. And a fight for the rebound is going to result in a foul. This one goes against, I believe, Messel.
Yeah, I think that was just a frustration foul. Yeah, that's a shot that Messel will tell you he probably finishes 9 times out of 10.
So Hunt with it now. Feigned like he was going to take that three. Gets it to Black, who gets a good look inside, but couldn't get it finished. And then Sens hit the floor hard on the rebound attempt.
Yep. Ethan Sens on the floor, diving for a loose ball. Color me not surprised.
Yeah. Hill kicks to Hendrickson in the corner. He tried to dish off to Messel, and Sen's going to come up with it. His jumper goes in. First points of the game for Youngsville go to Ethan Sens.
Kind of a broken play there, but worked out well for the Eagles.
As we pass the midpoint of the Elwood National Forge first quarter, Palmieri fakes, and he's going to get called for the Warren County Visitors Bureau travel. And don't forget that you can make Warren County part of your travel plans with the Warren County Visitors Bureau. Visit them online at wcvb.net/events.
Casey Seymour checking in for Eisenhower, number 13.
And Nathan Lux, number 21 for the Eagles. Hendrickson gives over to Hill.
Nice hands by Bunk.
Hill tried to dish inside the Messel. Ball skitters away, and Seymour's going to come up with it. It's poked back. Hunt gets there, avoids Hendrickson, dishes off to Lookenhouse for three. Off the back of the rim, but Bunk. Rebound. Black fakes the three, dishes to Lookenhouse. Lookenhouse runs into Bunk. They get it to Hunt. And Hunt's going to bring it back out. Hendrickson nearly picks his pocket. Hunt for three. He hits. Icy Inc. three-pointer. Hendrickson gives off to Sens. Dish to Messel. Corner three. Off the rim, and Bunk again using that size, but the pass goes through Black's hands and out of bounds.
Yep, so just an unforced error there for Eisenhower. He got the rebound off the miss, but the turnover gives it right back to the Eagles as Bunk will get a breather.
And Meyer's going to come right back in this time for Hill.
Muth also in for Eisenhower, number 24.
Hendrickson up top for the Eagles. Swings over to Sens inside the Lux, finds a wide open Hendrickson. He takes the three. Can't get it to go, but gets his own rebound as it bounced all the way past the three-point line. Turns around in the lane, and somehow Kobe Hendrickson got that to go.
Yep, just had to get a little closer, that's all. No, again, that was a good offensive possession for the Eagles. Even the miss by Hendrickson, that was a good skip pass to get the open look.
And Hunt tried to go inside to Lindemuth. Hendrickson was there to pick it off, finds Sens out in front. But Sens a little too strong. And then we're going to get a foul, I think, on Lux.
Yeah, a couple times there. Yeah, just a little overzealous on the glass there for the Eagles, getting that over the back call.
And don't forget, it's never too soon or too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now's the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and so much more. Lookenhouse with an Icy Inc. three-pointer.
Third three-pointer of the first quarter here for the Knights. By three different guys, Palmieri, Hunt, and now Lookenhouse.
And to learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. Messel swings up top to Sens. Gives to Hendrickson. He's going to drive. Runs into traffic, kicks it out to Sens. And Sens quickly triple team, finds Hendrickson. Hendrickson still really nowhere to go. Spins, puts it up and in again. Kobe Hendrickson.
That's twice now he's done that. Kobe Hendrickson just a whirling dervish underneath the basket there.
Hunt now with just over a minute to go in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Lookenhouse fires And again, an Icy Ink three-pointer, Wyatt Lookenhouse.
He has such a quick release, doesn't need a lot of room to get that shot off.
Hendrickson with 50 seconds left gives inside to Lux, to Sens. His jumper no good. Lookenhouse skies for the rebound, has Hunt out in front. Hunt lays it up and in.
And that's kind of what Eisenhower's at their best, when they're able to get out and run in transition.
And Youngsville is going to take a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout, talk things over. And don't forget, when your plumbing, heating, or AC takes a timeout, Luton's will get it running again. Visit them online at lutonsplumbing.com. And Andy, you said the key to the game for Eisenhower, quick start, 32 seconds to go here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter, and they got a 10-point lead.
Yeah, the defense has been solid. They've got some open looks from three, and they will knock them down. And right there, we see the transition offense, courtesy of Cale Hunt. And again, when this Eisenhower team's going well, it's balanced scoring across the board. I know it's only 7.5 minutes into this game, but Lookenhouse 6 points, Hunt 5 points, Palmieri has a bucket, Bunk has a bucket. They have, and that's the sign of a good offensive basketball team, when everyone out on the court can beat you.
All right, we come out of the timeout. It will be Youngsville ball. The inbound goes to Hendrickson, going to let it roll almost to midcourt. Messel up top to Sens, back to Messel. Finds Lux in the corner. And they're going to get an offensive foul. Looks like this one's on Myers, away from the ball. So now with 22 seconds left, Eisenhower will have a chance for the final possession, as Sens is really pushing in on Hunt there to deny that entry pass.
A little 14-on-14 action there.
Hunt with 14 seconds crosses the timeline. Now with 10. And Ryan Mangini is going to take a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout.
And I think this is as much about going forward as it is right now. I mean, yeah, you want to get a good shot here at the end of the quarter, but this is about looking forward to executing at the end of quarters. Coach Mangini wants to make sure they get a good shot off here.
Yeah, and certainly no need to rush this. I mean, obviously you got 9 seconds left, but the way we've seen this team with the quick release of Lookenhouse and the length that they have inside, it's certainly 9 seconds, plenty of time to get a good look at the basket. It'll be Kyler Black to trigger. We're going to get a stoppage. Looks like Lonnie Moore's pointing out some moisture on the floor. And when we said at the top that it was heating up here in the Eagles' Nest, I meant that as much literally as it did figuratively. It is a little toasty here in the gym, and that's often the case here at Youngsville, especially with a packed house. They're going to get that moisture off the floor and make sure none of the players slip. And Black gets it into Hunt. And we've got an offensive foul away from the ball against Eisenhower.
So Youngsville will get the last look, as it turns out.
It looks like that one's going to go against Gavin Lindemuth with 5 seconds left. And against Smart here by Hendrickson. Lets that ball roll across midcourt before he gets it in. 3 seconds, pass is tipped. Hendrickson gets it, fires. I don't think that's going to count, even if it goes, and it doesn't.
Palmieri, very active hands there in the first quarter. He got a couple of deflections there, and that one was key, as Youngsville unable to get a shot off there.
So Eisenhower holds a 10-point lead at the end of one. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill at Foxburg High School basketball on the Wide Sports Network.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Second quarter tonight brought to you by Icy Ink in Warren. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. Visit them online at icyink.com. That's ICYYink.com. Brian Hagberg and Andy Close with you here on the YDL Sports Network as we've got a foul just 8 seconds into the second quarter.
Yeah, I think a little hand check there on Palmieri.
And so Youngsville will inbound again, this time just a little bit closer to their own basket. Hendrickson up top for the Eagles, gets it inside to Lux. Lux loses the handle, and Black picks it up, and then he loses it. Now a dive on the floor, and we get a jump ball, and maybe a little extra at the end of that.
That should be Eisenhower. There's a possession now. But again, that was Palmieri that caused that deflection.
The Pizza Hut possession arrow says it is Eisenhower ball, or at least it should, as the Eagles started the quarter with possession.
Yep, Youngsville got the ball, start the quarter.
And the official is now going to go over and verify that it should be Eisenhower basketball.
Yep.
And that is the correct call.
Yep. Goes the way of the Knights.
And you can have dinner go your way with a fresh hot pizza from Pizza Hut. Order online now at pizzahut.com. As a miscommunication on the inbound pass leads to a quick Sens bucket.
4 points now for Ethan Sens.
Tyler Black drives, dishes off to Lookenhouse. He's going to lay it in.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Hendrickson back up the floor. Gives off to Messel in the corner. Messel finds Myers. Myers with Lookenhouse all over him. His pass tipped away and out of bounds by Hunt. Hendrickson gives off to Messel. Back to Sens. Quick pass from Lux to Hendrickson for three. Off the front of the rim. Lookenhouse tried for the rebound. It got knocked away, but out of bounds.
Again, Sens picking up Hunt here full court. Now he backs off a little bit now, but
we saw it paid off for him early in the quarter as Hunt was trying to cut, and Black just misread which way he was going, and Black loses the handle. It goes right to Hendrickson. Palmieri back for the Knights, and then Black's going to get the foul on the shot by Messel.
Yeah, like you said, I think that ball just slipped right out of the hands of Tyler Black.
You know, and again, that's we talked about how hot it is in this gym. That's one of the things that can happen, that, you know, hands get sweaty, the ball gets a little slick, and sometimes it can be a little difficult to handle. As Messel misses the first on his first trip to the Tynesta Builder Supply free throw line.
Hill checking back in for Youngsville. Linda Muthenauer.
Ryan Mancini going to give Black a rest, let him maybe calm down a little bit. I think that foul was as much frustration as anything else. Second shot coming for Messel. Is up and in. And now they're double teaming Hunt on the inbound as Lux was up there initially and then backed off. But Sens all over Hunt all the way up the court. Lindemuth on the wing. Gives off to Palmieri. Lookenhouse for three. Just off the mark, and Hendrickson there to gather for the Eagles. And he's got Lux out in front, but good recovery by Lookenhouse. Now Hill for three. Off the rim, and Palmieri will grab the board, but then Lux nearly stole it away. And Youngsville showing in the early going here is Palmieri's going to fire three. Off the rim, rebound, tipped around, and knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it is Youngsville basketball. But the Eagles showing that the Knights can't be nonchalant about anything here.
No.
The Youngsville's got nothing to lose. They're going after it.
Seymour back in the game for Eisenhower.
Sens on the wing. Gets it inside to Lux. Lux little fadeaway is no good. Hendrickson nearly knocked the rebound away, and then he came down hard on his ankle. And Hendrickson is hurt. As trainers are on the floor to look at Kobe Hendrickson, and while they tend to him, we're going to take a quick commercial break. This is Allegheny Grill at Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Hendrickson able to kind of hop his way off the court there. I want to see if you're Youngsville for the rest of this game. It's going to be was a tall task or a big ask to begin with. Going to be even bigger now if you got to go the rest of the way without Hendrickson.
Yep, certainly hope that's nothing major and he's able to come back in the game here at some point.
And do want to let you know at the end of that, Messel was called for a foul. And so Eisenhower has the ball. Lookenhouse resets, takes the three, knocks it down.
I think he was a little surprised at how open he was.
Third Icy Ink three-pointer of the game for Wyatt Lookenhouse. And in the game for Hendrickson is number 10, Talon Missile.
Yeah, and again, that's tough because Hendrickson's your best shooter, against this zone. That's tough. But as we see, getting in the lane there is Sense. Man, is he tough.
Sense tried to do a little bit of that whirling dervish that Hendrickson had success with in the first quarter. Doesn't get the bucket, but he heads to the Ty Nesta Builders Supply free throw line. You can head down to Ty Nesta Builders on top of the Dam Hill in Ty Nesta or online at tynestabuilders.us. First shot off the rim for Sens. Second shot is good. As we've got that's a lane violation against the Eagles, so take the point off the board. And Eisenhower will get the ball. And then Sens is going to get called for a foul.
Yeah, and that's 100% frustration there from EP Sens.
And Knights are one foul away from being in the bonus with 5 minutes to go in the Icy Ink second quarter. Inside the bunk, quick pass to Lookenhouse. Lookenhouse banks it home.
Again, good drive, but another good pass by Chris Bunk as well.
Sends now. Gives off to Talon Miesel. To Hill, back to Sens. Inside to Luck. Back out to Sens. Sens thought about the three, but Chris Bunk hit his face quickly. Hill in the corner. Inside for Lux, finds a cutting. Talon Miesel is swatted away by Lindemuth, but Sens is there to collect and draw the foul.
Yeah, so again, you see the length of Lindemuth there, but hard work by Sens underneath.
And we're going to see Myers check in for Hill. Talon Miesel goes baseline, kicks out to Myers. Finds Sens for three, off the mark. Rebound, Lux gets the putback. Lookenhouse finds Lindemuth in the corner. Gives back up top to Hunt. They were trying to get Bunk to post up there on Myers, and Myers didn't allow him to get the position. But Lookenhouse just going to knock down his fourth Icy Ink three-pointer of the first half. Why not?
Do you do Wyatt Lookenhouse?
It's the old NBA Jam would say, he's on fire. And then comes down with a rebound and draws a foul.
Yeah, he's going to go to the line for a 1-on-1. Keegan Messel going to pick up that foul.
And just no answer right now for Wyatt Lookenhouse from Youngsville. Hill's going to come in for Keegan Messel, who picked up his third. And Lookenhouse hits the front end. And knocks down the second.
18 first half points here for Wyatt Lookenhouse.
So he's had a solid half, is what you're telling me.
Not bad, not bad.
Hill with it now for Youngsville. Gets it in the corner to Myers. Works his way around Lookenhouse and brings it up top. And it sends unable to handle the pass from Talon Meisel, and it goes out of bounds off his leg. And you can see the frustration building in Ethan Sens right now.
Yeah, again, he's a competitor. I think he sees the game kind of slipping away a little bit at this point. Kind of a danger zone here for Youngsville.
And again, with Hendrickson, he is back on the bench. Not sure if he's going to be able to come back in the game, but makes it a little difficult to even try to get Sens a breather as they find Bunk down low. He banks it. Too strong, but Lookenhouse there for the rebound, and he'll bring it out so the Knights can reset. Lindemuth in the corner. Bunk inside, finds a wide open Lookenhouse. He waits, and then Myers recovers, but Lookenhouse gets fouled. Good defensive recovery there by Blake Myers as Lookenhouse had Talon Meisel way out of the play on that shot fake.
And that's 3 times where Bunk has made a really nice feed to Lookenhouse. Not able to finish that one, but goes to the free throw line here for a pair.
So Wyatt Lookenhouse hits the Ty Nesta Builder Supply free throw line. Hits the first. As Palmieri and Black come back in for the Knights.
Lindemuth and Seymour take a seat.
And if my math is correct, that would be 20 in the first half for Wyatt Lookenhouse.
It is indeed.
Blake Myers in the corner thought about the three, but Lookenhouse able to close on him, and Palmieri nearly knocked that one away. Inside for Myers, gets Lookenhouse up on the fake, but can't get the finish.
That was a good shot fake, just unable to finish.
And Lookenhouse, nice stop, takes the three. He hits it. Another Icy Ink three-pointer for Wyatt Lookenhouse. And the Eisenhower bench is fired up.
This is as locked in offensively as you will see a player. Wyatt Lookenhouse, that was just a flat-out heat check on a fast break, and he drilled it.
Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout taken by the Eagles. We're going to take it with them. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
2:04 to play here in the Icy Ink second quarter. And Eisenhower leading Youngsville 33-11. Wyatt Lookenhouse with 23 of those 33 points, including 5 Icy Ink three-pointers in the half. Has just been unstoppable so far here for Eisenhower. Ryan Hagberg and Andy Close with you here on the YDL Sports Network. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Ethan Sens for Youngsville. Hill kicks over to Sens. Knights close. Sens gets it inside to Myers. Back out to Sens for three. Rattles out.
And that's good offense, though. Just unable to goes in and out.
Lookenhouse might have got away with one there as he was sliding across the floor. And again, another miscommunication between Black and Hunt.
Yep, that's a couple times that's happened to Kyler Black here tonight. Uncharacteristic.
And so the Eagles will get it back. Sends up top, inside Deluxe, quick pass, Talon Miesel, 3. Off the rim, rebound kicked around and rolled down Hunt's arm and into Lux's hands, and Meyer's going to fire a 3, is well off the mark, knocked out of bounds.
Youngsville getting some good looks here from 3, just haven't been able to knock them down.
As we see number 2, Ethan Beers, check into the game for Youngsville. Knocked down a couple of big free throws at the end of the JV game to secure the win for the Eagles. Hunt gives off to Mary with a minute to go. Here in the Icy Inc. second quarter, Paul Mary slices through the defense, got everything but the finish, and then a tie-up on the rebound between Black and Hill, and the Pizza Hut possession arrow says it's Youngsville basketball. Sens gives over to Hill. Back to Sens inside quickly to Lux. Lux jumper is good.
Second bucket of the game for Lux.
And now Hunt in no hurry to bring the ball up the floor with 30 seconds as he draws the foul.
Head to the line for a 1-and-1 will Cale Hunt.
Cale Hunt going to try to build on the lead at the Ty Nesta Builder Supply free throw line. You can find all your building supplies at tynestabuilders.us. Hunt hits the first. And off the front of the rim, but right to Kyler Black it goes. He dishes off Lookenhouse for 3. Rattles out. First
shocked
miss by
that
Lookenhouse.
didn't go in.
And Sens trying to go inside. It's poked away, but Lux gets it. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound collected by Hunt with 7 seconds. Cale Hunt behind the back. Dishes off for Black. Black gets to it, slices through and puts it up and in at the buzzer. And everything falling the way of the Knights here in the first half. As we head to halftime, Eisenhower 36, Youngsville 13. We'll be back with the Potter County Family Campground halftime show on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
With locations in Chippenville and Tynesta, Tynesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tynesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tynestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Looking for a place to hone your skills in the off-season? How about just a friendly pickup game, or even a new league to join? Then head to the Hub at PF in Russell. An all-weather athletic facility, the Hub has everything you need to get your game on, from basketball and volleyball courts to indoor batting cages. And more than just an athletic facility, the Hub also plays host to special events like concerts and worship services. The Hub is a proud supporter of local athletes and wants to thank the community for all its support over the last 2 years.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear icy.
Hey, this is Joe.
And this is Sketty.
And we're the hosts of the Beehive Sports Podcast. Do you like uncut looks into all things sports?
If you said yes, then this is a sports show for you.
Live weekly shows broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, covering everything from local sports in northwestern Pennsylvania all the way to the pros.
Not to mention the hottest takes you will ever hear. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune into episodes today.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
And welcome into the Potter County Family Campground halftime show here in Youngsville. Your halftime score, Eisenhower 36, Youngsville 13. And at the Potter County Family Campground, your outdoor adventures start here with family and friends. We can accommodate your camping needs, whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of our camping cabins. We have a camping experience for you. Open year-round and located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check us out online at pottercountycamping.com. And a big first half for Eisenhower, specifically for senior Wyatt Lookenhouse. 23 of the Knights' 36 points there in the first half. Just a lights-out performance over the first 16 minutes by Lookenhouse. And we'll take a look now at our full halftime stats, brought to you by the Brooks UR-led Sportsperson of the Year Award. The Brooks UR-led Sportsperson of the Year Award and accompanying scholarship is awarded to an athlete who competes in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10 and who displays qualities of being a good person, a leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. You can find out more at yourdailylocal.com, BHL Award. And we will take a look first for the Youngsville Eagles. 13 points at the half. 4 each for Ethan Sens, Kobe Hendrickson, and Nathan Lux. And then 1 from Keegan Messel. Your 13 points for the Eagles. And for Eisenhower, 36 first half points. 23 from Wyatt Lookenhouse. 6 for Cale Hunt. 3 for Johnny Palmieri. And 2 each for Chris Bunk and Kyler Black. Your 36 points for the Eisenhower Knights in the first half. And do want to let you know, if you are tired of seeing the same old job postings or looking for a great place to live, work, and raise a family, you need to check out the Jobs in Warren County Facebook page. Jobs in Warren County shares all the opportunities available for a new career in Warren County and is where you can go to find all the information about upcoming job fairs, including the next one on March 22nd. Head over to Facebook and join Jobs in Warren County. Warren County, a great place to visit, a better place to live. And again, this first half here tonight has been all about Wyatt Lookenhouse and the Knights. And as Andy Close said in the pregame show, the key to the game for Eisenhower was to get off to a fast start. And they have certainly done that here this evening, led by 10 at the end of the first quarter, have extended that now to a 23-point advantage here at the half. We will be back with more on the Potter County Family Campground halftime show right after these messages. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Today's game is brought to you by Palmieri Financial Group in Warren, PA. As the owner of Palmieri Financial Group, John Palmieri will design a game plan tailored to your financial goals and your financial future. Whether you want to retire early to spend time coaching your kids or grandkids, or to have more time to travel and see your favorite teams play, John can help. You can find him on Facebook at Palmieri Financial Group or call him at 814-230-9055. That's 814-230-9055. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Gladstone Institutional Advisory, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Palmieri Financial Group and Gladstone Institutional Advisory are separate entities from LPL Financial.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Located at 229 Liberty Street in downtown Warren, Freedom Investment Management Group has a passion for helping people manage and preserve their wealth. Partners Rob Maring and Dave Close, along with all the professionals at Freedom Investment Management Group, are committed to providing the highest level of service to our clients. Every member of our team is experienced, educated, and passionate. We intentionally maintain a low client-to-team member ratio so that we can consistently deliver concierge-like service. Simply put, we are not like many other wealth management firms. Come experience the difference. Visit us online at freedomwealthcoach.com.
And welcome back into the Potter County Family Campground halftime show. It is now time for our keys to the second half, brought to you by All American Awards and Engraving. You can put almost anything on almost everything. Visit them online at allamericanhq.com. And Andy, a key to a massive second half comeback for Youngsville?
Yeah, it starts on the defensive end. I mean, you're not going to come back. You know, there's no 23-point play. Just take one possession at a time. Really try and extend on Lookenhouse in particular. I mean, he's got unlimited range right now, and we know his range is good to begin with, but he's really feeling it tonight. And for Eisenhower, I think just keep doing what you're doing, man. Continue to dictate the tempo of this game and get out of here healthy.
All right, those are our All-American Awards and Engraving keys to the second half. Visit them online at allamericanhq.com. Our third quarter tonight, as we finish up the Potter County Family Campground halftime show, is brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club. Golf season is right around the corner, and you can make sure you hit a solid tee shot with a season pass from Hunter Station. Call 147-55558 to buy a season pass today and ask about their play and stay packages. Hunter Station Golf Club, located 3 miles south of Tionesta, or online at hunterstation.com. Eisenhower starts the third quarter with the basketball. Tyler Black, Wyatt Lookenhouse off the mark on the three-point shot attempt. So
it's 2 something's wrong.
And still no Kobe Hendrickson on the floor for the Eagles. Big loss for them.
Yeah, don't want to speculate, but that had all the makings of a sprained ankle, and that's those aren't fun.
Hill with it to Sens. Sens dishes off to Lux. Finds Keegan Messel in the corner. Lux for three. Can't get it to go, but Myers skies in and somehow gets the rebound as Hill couldn't save it, though.
But that's 3 or 4 threes that Youngsville has had halfway down and have gone out.
You know, and again, it's we're coming out of the half, a capacity crowd on hand, and some folks still making their way to their seats. And I think Hill was almost impeded by trying to avoid the spectators walking down the sideline there. Nice dish inside, and buckets everything but the finish. The ball rolled around the rim a couple of times and then came out. I'm sure we'll have a nice little chat about that the next time Chris joins us on a broadcast. Keegan Messel goes baseline, blocked away by Black. Now they're going to say he fouled him.
Is that the Black?
I believe so.
Yeah, Lindemuth getting right up.
And that will send Keegan Messel to the Tionesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair. He gets the first. And Lindemuth will check in for Black, who does indeed have 3 personal fouls. And some Nice pink shoes there Bunk's got on. He told me last night during that game as Messel hits the second that one of the Conneaut players had the same style shoes that he had. I didn't realize he meant they were the same color also. Looking House drives. Floater is good.
And he's got everything in his arsenal. We've seen him, hit 5 threes tonight, and there with a beautiful drive to the bucket, kind of pulled up just short of the rim.
Myers with it now for the Eagles. Gives over to Hill. Lux and Hill play catch. They find Messel inside. If he'd have turned the other way, he'd had an open look, but instead that one's off the mark, and Looking House comes away with it, gets up to Hunt.
And Eisenhower looking to run here.
Yeah, now Hunt's going to pull it back, and this is one of the things when you're up like this, you don't want to give away possessions either.
Right. Yep. You want to play good, solid basketball. Don't turn it over. Get a good shot.
Palmieri gives to Looking House, drives. It's taken away by Lux. Bunk trying to get back and can't quite do enough as Lux gets to go coast to coast. Looked like Bunk got a hand on the ball there for a second, but
he did. That was a good finish by Lux.
Lux was able to hold on just a tick longer and get the basket. Bunk spins inside, draws a foul. And Chris Bunk will head to the Ty Nesta Builder Supply free throw line.
Yep, that's a nice move. I know part of his game he's worked hard on. Again, and to your point, too, your eyes now, you don't want to – there's a tendency to get sloppy when you have a big lead, but you still want to get good shots.
First is up and good. As number 23, don't have 23 on the roster. We'll have to see if we can get that name for you. Second shot off the mark, rebounded by Sens. And that ball's going to skip through the hands and go out of bounds. Again, that's 23 for Youngsville. Has checked in the game for the first time, was not on the pregame roster that we had. Hunt up the floor for the Knights. He drives, dishes, Bunk on the cut. This time he gets the finish.
Beautiful pass and the finish by Bunk.
Well, give and go there by Eisenhower. Sends, gives over to Hill. Now Lux, Hill for three. He hits an icy ink three-pointer for Alex Hill.
Hill's first bucket of the ball game.
Palmieri drives, dishes to Lindemuth, and Lindemuth's going to get called for the Warren County Visitors Bureau travel. And don't forget, head over to wcvb.net/events. Find out all the things going on when you make Warren County part of your travel plans.
I'm over here. Can I get the ball?
Sends, drives, tries to go up and under, can't get it to go, and Bunk tips the rebound to himself, and then a collision between Lindemuth and Lux, and Bunk's going to draw the foul on the other end. As Lindemuth went hard to the floor.
Well, glad to see him get up there, walk off. Not walk off, walk and stay on, I should say.
And Ryan Mangini's asking about that they're claiming that Lindemuth was pushed or tripped or grabbed or something there. And again, this is Lindemuth's got to keep his cool too.
Yeah, he does. He's, immediately got up and looked for the call. And I think for good reason.
As Bunk is going to go back to the Ty Nesta Builder Supply free throw line. And a couple of the Knights players having a separate discussion with one of the other officials before these shots coming up. And Bunk off the rim on the first, as we see There's Cashmore check in for the Eagles. So couldn't get a good look at the number as he was coming off the bench. And Bunk misfires on the second, but Lookenhouse somehow comes away with the rebound. Going to take a three off the mark. Quick out to Palmieri. He thought about taking that one.
That's the best time to shoot a three is off a miss. Get a long rebound, you oftentimes get a good look.
Hunt with it now. He'll take the jumper. Long two, no good. Rebounded. Bounds off of Youngsville. As Black and Seymour will come back into the game for the Knights. But that foul that Bunk was shooting on was on Messel. That was his fourth game. Nice dish there by Hunt to Black for the finish.
Well, that's a couple times there here, back-to-back possessions in the third quarter. Beautiful passes from Cale Hunt to set up easy buckets.
Hill gives to Lux, going to fire a three off the mark. Rebound bounces off a couple of players, winds up with Sens. Jumper is short. Cashmore on the rebound with the bucket and the foul.
Oh, Cashmore comes into the game and gets a basket right away. Get the chance to complete the old school three-point play.
Cashmore at the Ty Nesta Builder Supply free throw line rattles out, and Lookenhouse with the rebound. And Lookenhouse quickly approaching double-double status. Has come down with a number of rebounds. Black inside, gets it to go.
Nice drive there from Kyler Black.
2:40 to go here in the Hunter Station Golf Club third quarter.
Nice
Hill
skip pass.
For three. He hits his second Icy Ink three-pointer of the quarter. And Black gets around Lux, dishes out. Bunk for three. Just off the back of the rim.
He doesn't shoot a lot of those. He is capable of making it, though.
Hit one the other night. He told me that was his first three-point shot attempt of the year. As Hill tried to go back-to-back, and Lookenhouse going to draw the foul on the rebound. And apparently getting that first one gave him a little boost of confidence there to take that corner shot.
Sure.
Knights over, leading by 20 here as we tick under 2 minutes to go in the Hunter Station Golf Club third quarter. Black goes inside to Lookenhouse. Lookenhouse turnaround jumper's good.
That's just a straight up bully ball there from Wyatt Lookenhouse.
Hill inside. Moore can't get it to go. Black on the rebound. Black going to drive, had an open lane, and then gets fouled hard as he comes through. And they are going to call that a shooting foul. So Kyler Black will head to the Ty Nesta Builder Supply free throw line. Don't forget, you can head to Ty Nesta Builders on top of the Dam Hill and Ty Nesta or online at tynestabuilders.us.
Well, guys, the scores table getting set to check in as Black heads to the line.
Off the mark on the first.
Talon Messel for Youngsville. Johnny Palmieri for Eisenhower. Checking back in.
And Black hits the second. Sends now for Youngsville. This is off to Talon Messel. It's taken away by Wyatt Lookenhouse. And he tried to go up to Perry, who somehow keeps it alive. But they're going to say it was a kick ball.
Stay with Eisenhower. Bunk to inbound.
Lookenhouse gets it up to Hunt. Palmieri for three. Can't get it to go, and Moore ends up with the rebound. We're under a minute to go now in the Hunter Station Golf Club third quarter. Sends over to Talon Mixel. Lux, sidestep jumper, no good. Black on the rebound, and then Lux tried to poke it away, but
Oh, a few complaints here from the Youngsville faithful. That was a foul.
so actually that actually did not go on Lux. That went on number 23 for Youngsville. Was the one who picked up the foul.
Okay.
So that was away from the ball as Palmieri knocks down a corner three. Icy Ink three-pointer, his second.
Yeah,
Johnny Palmieri.
He had a pure-looking jump shot.
Nearly taken away. Lux comes up with it. Can't get the jumper to go. And then Hunt steals it away. Trying to go all the way. Hunt gets it. Sen's looking to answer at the end of the quarter, and Lux just didn't realize what time was left. So we head to the fourth quarter. It's Eisenhower 53, Youngsville 25. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg School basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear icy.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
And welcome into the fourth quarter here from Youngsville. Fourth quarter tonight brought to you by the Palmieri Financial Group. John Palmieri will design a game plan tailored to your financial goals and your financial future. Find him on Facebook at Palmieri Financial Group or call 814-230-9055. Youngsville starts with the ball. Hill fakes a three, drives, tries to dish out, is poked away by Hunt and then gathered by Bunk. And Hunt in no hurry as he brings the ball across midcourt. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul, offensive foul.
Ball back over to the Eagles.
And they're going to say that one was on Kyler Black, so that's his fourth. Hill gives off to Ethan Beers. Inside now to Myers. Finds Keegan Messel in the corner. Inside Sens as Bunk went for the steal. Sens was able to gather and get an open look at the basket. Hunt inside to Black. Finds a wide open Lookenhouse. Easy bucket there for Lookenhouse.
29 points for Wyatt Lookenhouse.
Myers thought about the three, and then Palmieri came over, and Myers gave up the ball. Now he's going to take the three. Tried to bank it home, but nothing doing, and bounces right to Hunt, who's going to let everybody get down the court. Palmieri drives. Puts it high off the glass. And Hank Myers did enough to alter the trajectory of that shot. Sends to Hill, going to take the three and hit. Nothing but net on the Icy Ink three-pointer for Alex Hill.
Hill's third three of the half. Ian Hunt being very patient here.
Gives over to Bunk on the wing. Lookenhouse going to take the three. Off the mark. Has still been highly efficient, but has not hit a three-pointer here in the second half. Has Wyatt Lookenhouse. And he's going to take that ball right away from Ethan Beers, though. Now directing traffic. Gives over to Black. Black tries to go behind the back. Loses it for a second. And why not give it to Wyatt Lookenhouse?
That is a 30-point game for Wyatt Lookenhouse. He has 31.
Sends over to Hill. Now sends on the opposite wing. Runs into traffic. Gets it to Myers. Kicks out to Beers. Over to Hill. Hill's going to drive baseline. And that shot goes off the rim, and Lookenhouse tips the rebound to himself and back up the floor quickly, looking for more. Dishes off to Bunk. What a pass by Wyatt Lookenhouse.
And Bunk, the beneficiary.
And Lonnie Moore is going to take it. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout. We'll take it with him. More Allegheny Grill at Foxburg High School basketball right after these messages.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Welcome back to Youngsville High School. The Eisenhower Knights with a 59-30 lead over the Youngsville Eagles. Brian Hagberg, Nathan Close with you here in the Park Avenue Motor Car Barge booth. Talon Meisel dishes off to Keegan Meisel. Up top to Lux. Sends. Back to Lux, taken away by guess who? Wyatt Lookenhouse goes up and slams it home. Emphatic finish there by Lookenhouse.
Just a capper to a terrific game from Wyatt Lookenhouse. He has shown you the full arsenal here tonight.
And blocked away there by Lindemuth. Lindemuth back quickly. He's tripped up. And then nothing doing until they get, looks like Lookenhouse are going to call on that foul.
I've got the running clock here now with a 30-point lead.
And we're going to see some substitutions here for Eisenhower. Number 3, Mason Wonderling. And number 15, Logan Fincher, as Bum and Lookenhouse take a seat. And well-deserved ovation from the Eisenhower faithful in attendance, especially for Lookenhouse. Blocked away. No foul this time by Lindemuth. And that will send Keegan Messel to the Tynesta Builders Supply free throw line. Shooting a pair. He hits the first. And knocks down the second. Seymour running the offense now for Eisenhower. Lindemuth with it. Gets it to Wonderling. Or to Palmieri. Palmieri stops, pops, can't get it to go. Myers on the rebound. Sen's going to drive, and I think Lindemuth got a piece of that one.
He did, yep.
Wonderling on the rebound gives off now to Seymour. And Seymour is going to drive, loses the handle, and gives off to Palmieri.
Under 3 minutes to go.
Seymour with it again. He drives, puts it off the glass, but couldn't quite get enough on that one. Myers comes away with it, gives off to Sens. Sends up to Hill. Back to Myers. Hill fakes. Now kicks it back out. Myers drives. Tries to go up and under, but can't get it. Keegan Messel there for the rebound, and his putback is no good, and Lindemuth has it. Lynn gives off to Seymour. And we are going to have a whistle.
I'm sure officials going to the scorers table. I'm not sure what the issue is.
Lonnie Moore sending some of the players off the bench. And not sure what the
not sure
official ruling was there. It looks like I don't know if the player said something, and
that's the only thing I can think of.
And the official, instead of just quick trigger on the tee, as Seymour tried to bank it home off the glass, just asked Lonnie Moore to send those players off the bench and back to the locker room. And Myers with a little behind the back dribble. We're under 2 minutes to go in the Palmieri Financial Group fourth quarter, and Alex Hill with another Icy Inc. three-pointer.
How about the second half Alex Hill has had? That's his 4-3 of the second half.
Wonderling
thought about it.
Instead, we'll give up to Lindemuth. Palmieri flashes down an Icy Inc. three-pointer.
For Johnny Palmieri, that was deep.
And some of the fatheads in the crowd for Eisenhower had one for Palmieri. Keegan Messel's jumper is off the mark, and rebound pushed out of bounds to Eisenhower.
You got to fix the net there. There we go.
I do. As we're under a minute to go here, as Eisenhower is going to come away with its 13th win of the season. And again, as we talked about in the pregame, there's lots of rumblings about whether or not these two teams will face off again. And if that is the case, we're not saying it is, but if it is, Eisenhower is going to be able to claim some bragging rights here for a good long while.
Mm-hmm.
As they can say, perhaps they closed down the Eagles' nest permanently with an emphatic victory here. 29 points as we're in the final 15 seconds, 64-35 Eisenhower. But more importantly for the Knights right now, they're going to secure their status right in the middle of the pack in the Class 2A District 10 playoffs. As we're officially final, your score Eisenhower 64, Youngsville 35. The Knights move to 13-9 and 8-4. The Eagles fall to 4-17 and 1-10. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg postgame show, along with an interview with our player of the game. This is high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Looking for a place to hone your skills in the off-season? How about just a friendly pickup game, or even a new league to join? Then head to the Hub at PF in Russell. An all-weather athletic facility, the Hub has everything you need to get your game on, from basketball and volleyball courts to indoor batting cages. And more than just an athletic facility, the Hub also plays host to special events like concerts and worship services. The Hub is a proud supporter of local athletes and wants to thank the community for all its support over the last 2 years.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Hey, this is Joe.
And this is Sketty.
And we're the hosts of the Beehive Sports Podcast. Do you like uncut looks into all things sports?
If you said yes, then this is a sports show for you.
Live weekly shows broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, covering everything from local sports in northwestern Pennsylvania all the way to the pros.
Not to mention the hottest takes you will ever hear. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune into episodes today.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
All right, welcome back here to Youngsville High School. Once again, your final score, Eisenhower 64, Youngsville 35. We're here with our Icy Ink player of the game, Eisenhower's Wyatt Lookenhouse. Wyatt, first of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Big game, rivalry game to close out the regular season. How important was it to get off to a good start here tonight?
It was really important because if you start slow, they're gonna have lots of energy.
Mm-hmm. And can you, obviously a huge night for you offensively. When you see those first couple shots start to go down, can you feel like it's going to be a good rhythm? It's going to be a good night for me.
Yeah, I get a lot more in tune with the game, and I feel more confident for every shot I take.
This team, your team, has closed out the regular season playing some of its best basketball, I think. How do you feel like you're playing right now?
The best we have all season.
Mm-hmm. And just there are a lot of characteristics of what make good teams click. What are some of the best characteristics of this team in your mind?
I think we know each other. We know how we all play. We know what needs to be done, and we know how much energy we need to play with. Mm-hmm. And we're smart. We make good decisions.
Sure. And I want to go back for you to the beginning of the season. You had to miss the first couple games coming off the injury in football. Was there any adjustment period there? Were you able to kind of hit the ground running?
Yeah, a little bit. I just had to rejoin the team, and I had to work doing, and also coming back from the injury. Mm-hmm. I had to get some more strength back.
Sure. And now is I know you guys still have a lot you want to accomplish looking ahead to the playoffs, but just how much fun has this season been so far?
It's been a lot of fun. It's been one of the funnest seasons I've had in a long time.
And like I said, looking ahead to the postseason, what what will be the biggest keys to you guys potentially making a run in the playoffs?
Intensity and rebounding, keeping control of our turnovers. That's what'll get us farther.
All right, Wyatt. Well, congratulations on a terrific game. We'll have a T-shirt here for you, and thanks so much for joining us. Great job tonight.
Thanks for having me.
All right, that was Eisenhower's Wyatt Lookenhouse, our Icy Inc. player of the game. Now it's time to get to the statistics brought to you by All-American Awards and Engraving. We'll put almost anything on almost anything. Visit them online at allamericanhq.com. Wyatt Lookenhouse, our player of the game there. 33 points, 5 made threes. Just an all-around terrific effort. Ended it with the steal and the dunk there. I kind of put an exclamation on it in the fourth quarter. Johnny Palmieri was second with 9 points, hit 3 threes. Cale Hunt with 8. Chris Bunk and Kyler Black with 7 each for the Knights. 16 in the first quarter, 20 in the second, 17 with 11 in the fourth for Eisenhower. For Youngsville, it was Alex Hill leading the way with 12 points, all 12 points on 4 threes in the second half. Lux and Sens with 6 each. Hendrickson with 4 before he had to leave the game, unfortunately, there with the looked like to be an ankle. Keegan Messel with 5 and Cash Moore with 2 for the Eagles. They had 6 points in the first, 7 in the second, 12 in the third, and 10 in the fourth. And Brian is back here with me. Just kind of put a wrap on this one. Youngsville closes out their season. Obviously, Eisenhower still with a lot to look forward here too with the playoffs on the horizon.
Yeah, and this is, if you're Eisenhower, this is exactly the way you wanted to end the season. Big emphatic win over your biggest rival, and you avoid the letdown that they had last week on the road against Maplewood. Really secure probably at least the 5th seed in District 10 Class 2A, and and that's a big deal for them.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe could get as high as the 4. And that would mean a hope first round game. Of course, we'll wait. District 10 is going to release the brackets. We expect early Sunday afternoon. So we'll wait for the results of that. But to your point, too, and again, this is a rivalry game. A lot going on. We expected Youngsville to come out and play hard. They did. But really impressed just with the way Eisenhower is really come in here, take care of business. And they got to feel really good about themselves going into the playoffs next week.
Well, yeah. And as we said, this has been a game that, regardless of records, has quite often the last few years come down to a final possession. And you could just see, and again, I think they learned a lot from that game at Maplewood. The Knights came out determined that was not going to be the case here tonight.
Yeah, and again, just an all-around solid effort, from the Knights. And again, Youngsville, season didn't go, I think, the way they wanted it to, but still the effort was there, the intensity was there. And, certainly, that's the things you can control, and they were able to control that, and they played hard here again tonight.
Well, yeah, and especially in the first half, really the thing, and it's been one of the things that's plagued them all year, is they just weren't able to finish. They had a number of shots looked like they were going to do everything but fall, and then came out, spit back out of the rim, and when you're struggling offensively like that, there's only so long your defense is going to keep you in it, especially against a team as offensively talented as Eisenhower is. And when Wyatt Lookenhouse is in a groove like he was in tonight, the Knights are going to be a real tough out for anybody in District 10.
Yeah, again, we talked about that Class 2A playoff race in District 10. It's wide open, in my opinion. We expect Mercer and Cambridge Springs as region champions to be the top 2 seeds. And beyond that, Eisenhower are familiar with that Cambridge Springs team. Mercer probably, I know they've scouted them. They got a 1,000-point score there in Jake Maddox. But this is going to be a really interesting race. I think every team in that field, feels like they can win it, and that's going to make a lot of.
Well, and and nobody can overlook Sagertown either. They're solid squad from top to bottom, and you look at a lot of times you go into these brackets and you look at the top 2, maybe 3 teams, and you say everybody else is kind of they got to have everything fall exactly right for them. And I think really in this field, and you even touched on Erie first, you're almost 6 deep with anybody that could legitimately make a run to a District 10 championship. And that's exactly, and if you're District 10, you got to be thrilled with a bracket like this.
Oh my goodness, yeah. No, sorry, just going through.
Probably not a lot of fun for the selection committee to seed it.
No,
but the games should be certainly entertaining.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun, and again, brackets are going to be released on Sunday. We'll break those down for you. We'll have them, D910sports.com, yourdailylocal.com. Countywide, as far as our teams in your daily local area, Eisenhower boys Eisenhower girl, Warren boys and girls as well. We'll await to see where they're seated at here for the District 10 playoffs. But I guess that about does it. Any final thoughts from you?
No, you mentioned all those county teams, and realistically, all of them have a shot in making a run. Both Eisenhower teams in the 2A playoffs, both the Warren teams in 4A, and I think all of those brackets are really wide open. You look at the Warren boys may end up being a top 2 seed.
Yeah, and just scrolling through my text messages there, I did get a score from that game. They go into the postseason on a roll, drubbing Corey tonight, 85-58. So they're coming into the playoffs playing their best basketball of the season.
Well, yeah, and the girls too just won their 9th straight game last night.
Yep.
So lots of winning going on right now in Warren County, and certainly those teams are going to look to keep that going as the postseason rolls around here next week.
All right, he's Brian. I'm Andy. That's going to do it. That's a wrap on the regular season. And until next time, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll talk to you again real soon.